See, they can't stop me from rapping, can they? Can they? I spit it to the wire, man. Too much stuff on my heart right now. Welcome to the Wire Podcast. My name is Bishop St. James. Just want to invite you all into my studio. This is not really the first episode, but this is just like a prequel to, the podcast that we're going to be bringing to you guys and shit. I have co-hosts, but I'm doing this one right now, just me. But listen, it's a lot going on these days. Let's hop right into it. And we're going to talk about what everybody else really wants to talk about. I know that. And that's the Diddy situation. It's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? For real, for one, to see a black man being torn apart. And when I say being torn apart, I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm not saying that I'm pro bad boy, pro Diddy, or I'm not saying that I'm against bad boy or against Diddy. What I'm saying is unfortunate. It's unfortunate at the time we live in that you see people are happy, like ecstatic to see this type of thing happening to a black man who is also a father. Now, to hop right into things, to understand what's going on with dude, you got to understand the business of business. See, we glorify these celebrities and these sports athletes and et cetera, et cetera. And what happens is a lot of these people forget exactly how they got there. They forget exactly who signs their checks. They forget exactly who places them on these pedestals in order to be worshipped. You understand? Because it just doesn't happen overnight. And it just doesn't happen because, hey, he was grinding and, his music was hot. Or there's always powers behind the scenes that y'all don't see that enable you to be that motherfucker. See, it's very important to remember. There's things behind the scene that enable you to be that motherfucker. So you take him in case in point, simple black motherfucker from Mount Vernon, New York. Nothing too special about dude. Got a little drive with him. You know what I'm saying? Some intelligence with him, et cetera, et cetera. You fast forward, he grind. He's doing this Uptown RCA thing. And even before Uptown RCA, he's a background dancer for Father MC. And a lot of y'all are young as fuck, so you don't even know who Father MC is. He was an early 90s rapper. Not even 90s, I would say in the 80s too. The late 80s to the 90s. But he, Puff was a background dancer for Father MC. Makes his moves, gets into Uptown, starts messing with Andre Harrell, whatever. He's learning the music business from dude. We can skip past a lot of that because I really want to get into that when I'm up here with my co-hosts and stuff and we're doing our podcast thing for real. But Puff just basically forgot, what put him there. Like you can't forget who places you in these seats of power when you start thinking like, I'ma sue this company and the De Leon liquor, they're using my name and my likeness and I'm not getting this type of money and I'm not getting that. Yo, dude, you don't even own the liquor company. They used you as a face of the company. They gave you a small percentage. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's just an example of them. They're letting you rock. Fuckers just let you rock. They let you rock. And it's not a secret. These CEOs and other businessmen, they know what type of time Puff was on, And if anything, you know what I'm saying, he's guilty of being a freak. Yeah, he's a freak. Would I say, if I was looking at his indictment, a lot of the things that they're charging with, very felonious. If you don't know what that word means, go look it up and shit, because that's you're right. Go look the word up. But a lot of the charges are felonious. From outside looking in, do I think he's guilty of domestic violence, assault? Yes, definitely guilty of that. Guilty of arson? Yes, he did set his car on fire in Cassie's driveway. Yes. And probably guilty of filming people without their knowledge. That's against the law. So for all you freaky motherfuckers out there, they got your crib set up and you be bringing these bitches home from the club and you get, you doing your thing, you popping that pussy open, but she don't know she being filmed. That's against the law, nigga. You can't do that. But all the other shit, sex trafficking and trying to make him seem like he's some sort of pedophile. Nah, the boy just a nasty ass freak. It's a power thing. It's not even a money thing. There's a saying called absolute power corrupts absolutely. And he is a victim of that. He is guilty of that. So, going forward, yeah, that's what he has to deal with. So will he be able to cut a deal? I highly doubt it because they, when they come for you, the feds, they want to destroy you. So why would you give someone an out unless you want to destroy them? Is he going to start telling? Yes, but he might not have anything to tell on. Because if they have all his videotapes, all his electronic surveillance, they already know who the fuck was over here with you. They know who was at these parties with you. They know who was freaking off with you. You understand? But for me, I know for a fact, when, just think about, if we throw a party right now, we're not making anybody get in that party bus. So now a grown ass woman or grown ass man, you get on that party bus of your own volition, you come to the mansion. Now, once again, we're not making anybody come in the mansion. So you come in the mansion on your own. And nobody's making anybody take drugs. So these grown ass people are taking drugs and partaking of what they partake in on their own. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't find fault in him for that. But the real thing about this shit is image. Image builds you, and about the law and et cetera, but it's not. It's about image. So they spent basically like a year. They invested a year into destroying his image. So by the time they get him in court, he's already fucked up because we done painted you as this music mogul, deviant, sexual, perverted, aggressive, shrewd businessman, don't take no for an answer, blackmailing, creature. You ain't got a shot in hell, nigga. You sit in that courtroom because the average motherfucker that's going to be on that jury already mad that they never had your money. See, that's why we're going to get into that, in further episodes, about how the law works. But the average motherfucker is going to be mad they never had your money. So they're going to hear this story about how rich you are, how much money you got, and then they're going to get to hear the federal prosecution side of all the deviant behavior you partake in. Then they're going to remember the things that they've seen in the news already. And trust me, people lie. And they're like, oh, have you seen anything about him in the news? And when they're picking jurors, they're going to be like, no, I never seen it. They're fucking lying. Who doesn't know who P. Diddy is? Brother Love, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. Everybody knows who he is. So him getting a fair shake, I doubt it. His best bet is like his defense attorneys trying to show an image that hasn't been shown, and they should be doing it already. They should be starting already. They should be flooding the media because he's already been stabbed, shot at, and damn near convicted in the media. And when I say media, we're not just talking about the news. We're talking about social media, which is one of the biggest platforms. Obviously, we're on social media right now, which is one of the biggest platforms in the world right now. Social media can make or break you. You understand? So son he's a little fucked up. I feel a little bad for him, his kids and all that. But at the end of the day, we are adults. You got to engage in adult behavior, and you have to answer for some of the shit that you do. So,